Energies up. Namaste, Elizabeth Williams. Nicole Brown, what's going on, CB? What's that? The lovely underscore glory. Glory be. Because God is good all day, every day. Down to the minute, down to the hour. Yes, baby. Let's get on because we played. Right? Miss Brown, Chef Brown. Good morning. Salutations. Top of the morning to you. My leprechaun big cat. Kissy Washington, what's going on? Snaps? I got your back. Right, let's get the energies around this read, darling dears. Let's push on at a hot trot. These cards are all clinging to each other. Maybe, oh, it's because they wanted me to take out the one at the back. Okay? Gonna give it a good shuffle. Somebody asked why I knocked the cards 3 times. It's to clear the energies. Let them know that the Hioka High Priestess is coming through. Sometimes they play with me and sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're just mean. They're wicked. They can be cruel. But it's the true for you. Oh, we have a throuple, darling dears. We have triplets straight off the bat. Like I said, anyone who hasn't been through the DNS is a BAT. Straight. Come through Safari. Bosh, clap, skull Douglas he is. Right, what did I say? Between now and March, in springtime, darling dear, you're going to see manifestation after manifestation. We have the Watchtower of the South. This talks about what? Summer energy. I said spring when I looked at the card because spring is significant, but something about the summer energies. This talks about a rekindling of passion. I told you some of you will be going into union, also being impassioned by what? New endeavors. Because I'm telling you, as we what? Step into the 21st of December 2021 and step out, you're not going to be the same cat. Trust and believe. And stop trying to tell anyone or convince them. It's not our job. You know what you know, you do what you do. Get great. This also speaks about the return. Somebody's going to try and rekindle some kind of passion with you. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They want you to surrender. They're coming through with a new passion. Why? They've been IFing the fruits of your labors. They see that you're like what? Honey to a bee. You attract abundance. Divine feminine. Oh, okay. No true investigation there. Yes. What's going on? Your next card. It's your coming out time, darling dears. You see the High Priestess cloaked, going through the 2 pillars, the trees of wisdom, Boaz and Jashin. Some of you are going to be coming out as straight up healers, darling dear. Getting into what? The caring environments. Summertime is mentioned summertime is one's energy. I already said fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Something about the weeks as well. Something's going to be coming through in a number of weeks, which is going to change your passions. You're going to step into your true self. Good morning, Kelly Palisano. Your final, what? Listen, I can't, listen, we don't come here to play. We come here to what? Get intel and get out and get to it. Intensifying as you continue to watch shine bright. I told you today, you are full of it, mate. What's that? Magnetism. Because as you what? Continue to strip away the toxicity, the layers, like a full-on onion, right? A diseased onion. You're going to be looking fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely to the average narc. So be on the alert. I told you. 'Tis the season to be vigilant. Fa la 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 la. It's also the season, right, where you suspect somebody's on your tail. You strike first and take your chances with the judge. I've already taught you, like Kung Fu and karate. Go and watch my Don't Get Smoked video. We'll have no divine feminines, what? Missing in the ranks, blood. You're not going to meet up on past partners and past friends for nothing, unless it's under the eye of surveillance. And you've got security, not only your ancestral team, but full-on security. Not anybody can buy your dinner or serve your drinks. Be on the alert. They're trying to take you out one way or the other. And sometimes it's not death. It's to put the melody of what? Fear. We fear nothing. It's sorted up, darling dears. Amongst the stone-faced killers, the same ones that what? Kick dirt. As you what? Fell. You did fall. You fell on your face, you did. But bitch, when you rolled onto your back, like I said, anyone who hasn't been through the DNS is a straight up B-A-T. It's getting hot, guys. It's one thing to know the thing, but it's another thing to walk the thing. Coming out. Some of you, someone is literally going to be coming out. Listen, live and be who you are on this Malkuth. Let no one put you in their judgment, in their crosshairs, when their life is what a mayhem. Full on what? Crack on crazy. Hey, Slim Jim and Kenneth Gridley, what's going on? Fist bomb, LaShawn Nurks, I see you. Kung Fu Panda, hey-ya! I've got to throw one out for you, mate. Right? Because balance. I told you, we are the unknown wild card, divine feminine, whether you're male or female. And stop. If you're male, get into your nurturing side, darling dear, and nurture your debts, mate. Sort them out. I told you, I paid off 2 bills, right, that I've been carrying around for a long time. I had the money. I looked at it and I'm like, I don't want to give them my Skrilla blood. Let me pay them. No, that's negative karma. Negative. I paid those 2 bills 1 week. The next week, they took one of the dick-dealing mattress back and front neck tubber, right? High Commander, Darth Vader, right? Fingers. Yes. Lock that bitch right off. I'm sure it's clinging on my flesh. 9-fingered motherfucker. Pay your debts, guys. Clean it up. Right. I feel like I need a charm today. These charms can be skullduggerous, right? I tried to get a few and it's right out of bushel. Let's go. You even got a rubber band. It looks like a flat tire. Somebody needs to go and check out their vehicle, darling dear. Check out your tires before you go on the road. Especially in the UK, mate, where what? Listen, we're the person. We're the person. You've got us at hockey sticks and Dawn blood. Fur coats, bikinis, Wellington boots, and a face mask. Right. Look at this. Your heart, darling dear. This is about you healing your heart chakra. Yes, baby. And you notice there's a hole in the heart. Why? Because it's open. Open for the new. I told you, divine feminine. Be in what? Receptive mode. Because everything you have, you deserve. And you deserve so much more. Due diligence, darling dear. I told you, if you haven't gone through the DNS, you are a B-A-T. Talking about bats, look at this shit. The energy vampire has been deflected. Listen, I can't make it up. It's a bat. In the reverse, darling dear, no weapon formed against the big cat shall prosper, especially when you're clued up. Can't you see the way the light is catching it, being illuminated? Yes, this is about what? A skullduggerous, bottom-feeding bat. What kind of bat is that? A dummy bat. A dummy bat is about to be unmasked. The light is about to be shone on them. This is what? A busybody bat. Yes, baby. A busybody bat. That's a tongue twister. Right. That got on the balls of their feet. A merchant of slander. They're about to be unveiled. As what? The bottom feeding tree sloth they truly are. Because why? You have the tree of life, darling dear. What's the tree of life? It's the Kabbalistic tree of life. You've gone through the fool's journey. I told you. If you haven't been through the DNS, you are a what? Can somebody put it in the comments for me? That's right. A BAT. And furthermore, we will go one step further and they're a what? That's right. A dummy butt. A dummy butt. Yes. This is about you what being gifted with illumination, darling dear, and being given the chance to go through the tree of life again. But this time, darling dears, you are illuminated in how to bend the matrix. Thank you, Alexis Holmes. Fist bump. This time your third eye is buffed up to a beautiful, really fabulous, gorgeous and lovely shine, being illuminated to what's going on. We also see anchor, darling dear. Somebody's about to what? Land a ho. There go. We're going on a journey. And it's going to be impromptu. Some of you don't even realize that you're going to be packing your trousseau and heading out. This is about what? Whatever weighed you down, darling dear, it can't hold you down. In the reverse, you'd have still been in it. Now, we understand that anything that chained us to a spot, kept us anchored, we have to what? Lean into that shit. Look at it from the inside out. Then it can hold you no more. Big cat, you can't be tamed. You went rebel. Don't you remember? You went rebel. And they're still trying to figure you out. They wanted this anchor, right, of shame, guilt, right, and in some cases responsibilities. Because I'm telling you, those what co-parenting, they said they were people, they're wicked. But you see the fortunate side of it, right? When they leave you with the because they may give you the skrilla, but when they leave you with the responsibility of raising those progenies, you are in what? Queen or kingpin status. Why? You get to shape their minds by your actions and your ways. And if there is any divine, listen, if you are calling yourself divine feminine and you are still what? Putting your hands on your children, and worse than your hands, your mouth. Get off my page. Get off my page. You don't drapes up your child. Listen, I've got to tell them off, mate. It's wrong. You wouldn't like nobody to grab you up and drag you around the room. Humiliating your progeny. Listen, I've seen some videos on Instagram that made me at hockey sticks at dawn. These are no mothers. They are mother foes, right? Living in their own insecurities. In some cases, they're just straight up jealous of the progeny. Why? They've got a fresh new life to live. They're wicked. And they've been seen. And everybody will what? Face the piper. That big G in the sky, darling dears. Mother Isis, Father God. On the 21st of December, 2021, that same hand they took to beat that child. That same mouth they took to what? Beat that child. They don't get it. I told you, divine feminine, we are the what? The underestimated wild card. Getting great is all we do, all day, always, in the name of Father God, Mother Isis. 100 in the chat and only 44 thumbs up, please. Hit that thumbs up button. We've got to get as many as the big cat together. Even though it only will take me and one other to sit in silence and contemplate. Move it into the what? Age of Aquarius. Then I'll do it. Yes, baby. This anchor should also be what? Some kind of a beacon to you, darling dear. As you what? Look over your shoulder, because I told you Jupiter will be stirring up the sentiments today. Ancient ruler of Pisces. Pisces is what? The 12th house, darling dear. It's about endings and healing and closure and spirituality, darling dears. Your solitude. Because the karma is trying to what? Drag us back to Hades. In what? Bitterness, confusion, right? Being lazy. If you're being lazy today, you better get it together and get up in them corners. Cleaning up your finances also calls to cleaning up your domicile. Packing up all those old clothes that you don't need. Holding space for what's truly meant for you. We are cleaning up everything, darling. It's working like field hands. Getting our domiciles right. And whatever emotions come up today, they're going to be wicked. Trust and believe me. That's why I've got my what? My ears, right? My crown covered, right? And I'm wearing what? A lovely woolen nightgown, right? I had to keep it on. You know why? Because it's flipping cold, mate. I had to go to my central heating and say, more power, Scotty. Gave us a solid 4 degrees, right? Woke up with black ice outside today, right? Then the black ice is going to what? Turn into rain. I tell you, weather person. You've got us in the UK fully confused. Dead weight, darling dear. Can't catch you. Why? Because you're big cat, dexterous. And you are armed and dangerous. You know what you know. So do what you've got to do to make sure that we what? Bend the matrix. Doppy Butt is about to be revealed. Your strongest hater, the one that caused the most problems, they'll be revealed in many ways. And not necessarily in your eyesight, but you will hear. And when you hear, you mustn't laugh. I know I did, but it was days later and I was amongst my friends that weren't going to tell no one, not a thing, that I was laughing. I wasn't laughing because of their pain, I was laughing because they're a motherfucker, right? Not talking about it again because I'm over it. But a duppy bat is about to be revealed around you, Divine Feminine. Be on the alert. And that duppy bat may be the emotion that is risen within you by the what? The ancient planet Jupiter. Being in Pisces. Trying to what? Sort out your cranium before we get to the grand conjunction. Everything lines up, darling dears. Synchronicities of it all. And it wants you to what? Proverbs 27:6. Right? It wants you to remember the wounds from a friend and kisses from an enemy. Why? Because you need to face that pain once and for all. The deepest wound. It could be molestation, abuse, right? Lack, starvation, whatever that deepest wound that's inside of thee. Face that pain today, Divine Feminine. Jupiter is giving you a hands up, a heads up. This is why your heart has to be open to receive the healing. Told you, Pisces, the 12th house, healing wounds, healing karma. Don't run from the pain. Lean into the pain. Don't just sit there in a bowl of tears. No, I told you. The tears are good for your wrinkles. Rub them bitches in. No! We will be cleaning up our domiciles. If you're at work, focus on a minuscule tool, right? Or whatever task, right? Or go and talk to those what? Blood clot colleagues. Talk about their F shit. Just smile and nod. Don't put no input in. But keep yourself busy while you what? Contemplate the pain of the deepest wound. You have to heal it. And let it go. As I sip my mocha, because I ain't getting smoked, blood. I love this mug. It's the Cheshire Cat. It's a heat activated one. So as my mocha gets cold or as it gets finished, you only see teeth and eyes, mate. I see everything. And be grateful that the big cat is smiling, because once the smile has been wiped off of my face, plans within plans are afoot, and movement is surely going to follow. Right, are we getting tarot on the table? This sounded like a bit like a talk. Let's go to the room. What other energies does the ancient planet of Jupiter want us to what? Look at. Only the one, and Apollo Santa as well. Get your incenses out, darling dear. At the moment, I'm burning a lovely what? White California sage. Let me show you. It was first gifted to me by Kirsten Schultz from Germany, no less. Pinkies up, we are international cats, right? But ever since then, I've been getting it. This and the Palo Santo. I've run out of the Palo Santo, So I'm going to get some more of this from that great Aladdin's cave. Amazon. Oh gosh, it's the goodie truck. And now that I've put up all of my security cameras and secured my perimeters, right, I can wait in anticipation and watch them walk to my doorway with my packages, mate. Yes, love it. Nothing like tip-top security to make you think, what? What? I told you at nighttime, most people go to sleep. I go to DEFCON 7, mate. I'm learning new things. I told you, I'm a budding Egyptologist. And as you already know, I love astrology. I'm an astrologer, right? So I'm a budding Vedic astrologer. I learn something new every day. Manifest it. Learn your astrology, darling dears. Then you can understand people's charts. You can look at their midhavens to see if it blends with yours. In order to have absolute synergy in partnerships, they must have the same midhaven as you. If you're a cardinal sign, they must be cardinal. If you are a fixed sign, a cardinal sign is also called an angular. Dropping more peccadillos on you, right? A fixed sign, right, is the succeedant, right? Those are and the mutable sign is the cadent or cadence. Don't ask me to say the words of that. Is it quad? Does somebody know what that? Listen. I'm gonna have to write that shit down and read it back to myself 1,000 quadcities. Is it quadlicity? Quadriplicity? What is it? Well, yes, I'm the biggest cat, but I'm a stuttering cat at the moment, Elizabeth Williams, because I can't say the word. I can't see it in my mind's eye, but it means 4. The same 4 fingers he's got on his right hand, lad. Yes, I told you I'd stop, but you know what? It is... Oh my God! If you're gonna get a rune to show you the way, let it be the blank rune, divine feminines. When you see the blank rune, darling dears, you know it's out of your hands. Cleanse that negative, toxic energy. Go after the deepest cut. That is what, the deepest cut is what led you to the bottom of the pot, right? Amongst the skullduggerers, who was what? Perpetrating skullduggery, darling dears. Skullduggery to the 10th power. Make a wish, divine feminine, because you're about to get it. And be careful what you wish for, because you gon' get it. Hey, posh clap, love it. Listen, fist bump. I'm so happy. Listen, I'm happy, mate. You couldn't have got a better rune. You've been making the right choices and you're being blessed, darling dear. Be in receptive mode as you begin the fool's journey again with the tree of life, but an enlightened tree of life with luck and divine blessing at your back. Are you kidding me, blood? Face the duppy bat today, whatever that duppy bat is to you, divine feminine. Face it today. I know it's going to be painful to go into it and draw it out, but get yourself busy. If you're at work, like I said, talk to the bottom feeding colleagues. Just smile and nod. Just keep yourself occupied while your mind contemplates what went on, realizing that you can't change it, realizing those negative energies that they perpetrated against you, right, is what? A boomerang effect. Send it back. It wasn't your fault, whatever happened. Wasn't. Actions people take is their own crosses to bear. Go for the deepest pain, guys. Face that shit. That dummy bat. We drop in anchors, mate. Drop in anchors, because Big Cat needs to be free to get that generational wealth. Because when we go to God, right, you have to also make sure that you've got insurance policies. Not just on your material things, on your life, darling, especially if you've got progeny. And not only an insurance policy, pay for your funeral from now. You can get policies like put everything in place. Start working on your businesses. We're not leaving our children debts or a funeral to pay for. We're leaving them something solid, something they can feel, touch and taste, darling dears. Yes! Taste the rainbow of what infinite possibility, because you have what? Set the paving stones, laid the groundwork, did the Watusi through what? Hell itself. And when you got to hell, what did you do? You kept going because you was already there. Balance, darling dear. Look what's behind that. Those bad-ass alchemist ways. I can't make it up. You have all of the tools. Something is coming towards you on at a hot trot, darling dear. Something that's going to bring balance into your situation, harmonize what you've got going on. This is why what? You have to use your intellect, darling dear. Go for the deepest pain, because that is what is hindering you. Whatever came to your mind, that deepest pain, that's what you've got to face today. If you're fortunate enough to be at home, get into them corners, start cleaning it up, change your room around, right? Let your temple be busy while your mind lays that demon, that dummy bat to rest. You have all of the tools. You know how to heal thyself, but you have to call in that balance into your life. Let nothing be an anchor in your cranium or your domicile. Balance, darling dears. Balance. Let's get a domino. Wow, that went straight next to the big cat with a whip. Oh, I said balance, and what do you get? A 6. What's 6? It's choice. It also speaks about equilibrium and balance, right? You have the energy of what? The Fool and the Gemini, the Lovers. The Fool is air energy as well as Uranus, darling dear. Put my teeth back in. What's the matter? Uranus is what? The planet of rebellion. I told you, you went rebel. This is why those energies are always directed at you. But you big cat, I've given you the tools. Hillbilly Jack Hill, I've given you the tools. Face the deepest pain today. Some of you will be a pain caused by a lover, someone you let into your deep dark place, or you climbed up in their deep dark place and found skullduggery. Listen, let me cut my fan on because it's getting hot in here. It could have been a lover. Next to the Fool card, darling, there's somebody who is what? Living in a negative cycle. They took a leap of faith, right? They took a gamble on the big cat. Well, you was gambling too, Divine Feminine. Guess what? You bet on yourself and became a rebel. The energy of the blank 6 talks about what? Scandal is afoot. Yes, big cat. Talking about pop your collar time. It reminds me of what's his name? That guy. Oh my God. Did you watch True Blood? That series? Right, with Suki Stackhouse and Lafayette. That guy made me laugh. God rest his soul. May he rest in power. He's passed on now. But he was so funny. When his cousin got turned into a vampire, and there was a scene where they was in the kitchen. And they was trying to say, listen, the devil is a lion. Trying to interrupt my stories. Right? And the way that Lafayette chose to protect himself from his vampire cousin who was just been born into vampirehood, right, was to pop his collar. Is it the fun? Because listen, it had me at Hawkeye Sticks of Dawn, listen, this is going to be a two-hander. This is a two-hander, guys. Listen. I think patience is one of the things I'm going to be learning and leaning into today. Yes. Everything's a metaphor for what's going on. Patience. As I said, big cat, scandal is afoot today. Yes, the skullduggeress. Those what? Those feeble-minded are about to hop off the short spiritual bus. They're going to try and stir up some kind of controversy in your life. And it could be a lover or someone who you saw as close as a family member. You love them, right? Like a brother or sister. Scandalous to the core. The energy of the 6 also speaks about what? What is it? Cooperation. Some kind of a medical scandal is afoot, darling dear. Possibly amongst them, because it can't be the divine feminine. If you listen, if you're celibate one more time, they're gonna put you right up next to Joan of Arc. Listen, can't be you, but somebody's going to. You're gonna hear some kind of medical information being revealed. It could be on you. It could be out there in the whole of this Malkuth, where everybody's gonna see this. What is afoot today? Something skullduggerous, something to do with medicines and medical is about to be revealed today. A full-on scandal. A scandal perpetrated by a dummy bat, right next to the tree of life, wanting to keep everybody enclosed, not telling the full-on truth. Listen, sometimes I see too much and I can't say, because YouTube will get me by my proverbial short and curlies, right, and put me in timeout, and didn't want it. I will refuse and I will fight. The energy of the 6, darling dear, speaks about what? Compassion, harmony, and problem solving. I told you, delve deep today, divine feminine. Spirit is at your back. Your heart chakra is at stake. How about that? Right, let's get some tarot on the table. We've been talking so how long? I've been talking for a whole 42 minutes. I'm not shocked. I'm not even slightly embarrassed. Can't you see just eyes and teeth? Fist bump. So they gave you misophonia. Made you hate, right? The sound of them breathing. Hearing them, their gnashes, right? As they, what's that word? Masticate. Yeah, that's the word for chewing. As they chewed their food. You hated to hear it. But they forgot to put in the description box the obsessive eye tracking that you do in their presence. Obsessed to the core. Is that all? I thought we was going to be diagnosed as crack on crazy. Yes, I told you. Go, listen. Anyone that hasn't been through the DNS is a B-A-T. A dummy bat. Yes. Right, let's get the tarot. Let's see what's going on. Dummy bat. This also speaks about what? Fast movement, moving towards something that impassions you, because Wands also speaks about what? Your work ethic, and it also speaks about what? Physical movement. Somebody's going to be traveling, darling. I told you, impromptu trips are going to be taken, and some of those trips will be through what? The corners of your mind and your heart chakra, as we cleanse ourselves of karma today. 144 in the chat. Listen, chosen one, fist bump. I can't make it up. Oh, okay. I was going to split it the way that I always said to do it a different way. Is that all? Okay. Want to give it a good shufti? What issues from the past may arise for the big cat today? Things that are keeping you listen, I can't make it up. Things that are holding you in your cranium, darling dear. Something that you're still blinded to see. Understand that nothing has dominion over you once you choose to claim it for yourself. I tell you many times, divine feminine, you, pardon me, that was a spiritual belch, because I speaks the truth. Pinkies off. You are Khaleesi or Carl. You are bad alone. Come through, Shensia. Posh clap. Yes, baby. Some of you are still trapped in the why. Why did they do this? Why did they do that? They did this and that. Bob Marley told us, man will sell you out for 2 shillings and a pearl. He sung it all over the world. Don't you remember? Come through, Bob. Fist bump, push, clap. Mental entrapment, feeling as though what? You don't, some of you are doubting your abilities to attain security for yourself. This is also about you what? Feeling less than. Or feeling that what you've co-created is less than, because we see a village in the back. It's the village of the idiots, mate. Those with the children of the corn eye. Don't worry about them. They're at your back for a reason, blood. Your shapely back. Law 16 of the 48 laws of power. You turned your back for a reason, divine feminine. Why? Because you was touched with the boogie woogie. You had to get your funky beat on. Let's get my tiny cards. Clarify this blindfoldedness, because I'm telling you. It says to do it again. Let's clarify this Eight of Swords. See what's going on here. Something that mentally got you in your cranium, that's holding you. You know what it is, darling. Yeah. The black hair has drawn my eye, right? It talks about what? Inner fears. Is the unknown of this fear is how you're going to live without hanging on to these cribbages of toxicity that you need to let go. Fear nothing, mate. I say torch the whole shit. That's the only way to be sure. Got that line from what? One of my favorite films, Alien, when they was leaving the planet. When somebody tried to outrank Ripley, right? About blowing the planet to smithereens after all of them are killed, almost killed stone cold dead. And she turned to the guy, I think his name was Kyle, and said, what should we do? Ripley said, I think we should torch the planet. It's the only way to be sure. Burn that shit, darling dear. Bring it out and face it. We haven't got time for entrapment or entanglement, right? With devilish actions, right? What did I say? This is physical movement, darling dear. This is about being empowered by the ideas and downloads that you're getting coming through, right? What trapped you before can't hold you. This is about being what? Active like a page. And it also speaks about the good news of the blank room, darling dear. Spirit hasn't forgotten you. Spirit has seen your diligent efforts. Told you. All who hasn't done the DNS is a BAT. Hey! This also speaks about messages, darling dear. You have a message coming towards you. This also speaks about what? An unexpected meeting. Could be with what? A sibling. Or someone whom you... Okay! Now I know what it is. It's something that a sibling did. Or someone who you saw as a friend. This person is jealous of your innovative nature, darling dear. They're extremely curious about what you've got going on because they're living amongst the barren lands. Well, bitch, they need to go back and watch the video that says what? Divine Feminine. You became the champion of the borderlands. Yes, baby, they in the barren lands, you in the borderlands, blood. These two rivers, right, or oceans, had a simple halocene had to be created. What's that? The level of salt, darling dears. Somebody's salty about what you've got going on. They don't like the fact that you've got the energy, you're carrying on, you're moving forward. Some of you are traveling, actually moved. It seems like any obstacle this person has seen in your life, you've managed to overcome. Even you can't believe it, Divine Feminine. You was even being blessed and guided when you was how can I put it? Unanointed, unknowing, didn't know who you was. Look back at your life, darling dear, as I've looked back at mine. So many people used to say to me, Case, you're so lucky. You get this and you get that. And I thought, oh, okay, no, babe. Anointed. Love it. Face of the deck, can't help but to look. What you are seeking is seeking you. This is not the time to be confused with a full-on blindfold, mate. No, we don't like blindfolds. No, only when we see a bottom feeder. We don't use blindfolds, we use our darkest glass, Easter Island and Stevie Wonder. And we keep it popping, keep it moving. Oh, Attracting in teamwork, darling. There's somebody. This is about being recognized as a major class person. If you're working on a new business, darling, dear, you had to focus on something after all of that stabbration, that betrayal. When you took the knife out of your back, right, and cut the soul tie, certain things are still lingering in your mind. Divine wants you to take a physical effort, right, to push those thoughts that have you in entanglements and entrapment out. The betraying betrayer. Divine wants you to rely on your spiritual strength, darling dear. You are a warrior. Yes, you was wounded, but they didn't kill you. More fool them. Let me tell you something. You said what? I'll die another day. And took on what? The boogie woogie of the universe. And dropped your funky beat. I'm telling you, nothing like a comeback. Hey! Let's look at these cards side by side. See what this story is telling us. Look down, because you need to understand what we're looking at here. Look at those badass alchemist ways flashing up. Because I'm going to teach you tarot whether you like it or not. Right, where's my shit? Oh, here it is. Right, let's see what we've got here. If you notice, there is no cups here, right? I told you, you're not trusting your intuition at this moment in time. We already saw it in the planetary energies. Because the Pisces moon is causing you to be quiet. But don't be so quiet that you're what? Emotionally dead. It's about you bringing them out, darling dear. Not seeing them could also mean mastering said emotions or avoiding them. You can't avoid them because Jupiter is giving you a pat on the back to get to it, right? Oh my God! You know what? I said there was no cups, and there is the cups here, the Two of Cups. Why did it hide itself from me? Everything is a metaphor because of the emotions that you're hiding from around a situation that's kept you mentally trapped, right? A situation that you simply had to physically remove yourself from. But this is about you, what? Getting over the betrayal, right? Leaning into some kind of new craft. It could be healing. So it could be counseling, right? But this is about diligent effort and being recognized for your effort. This also speaks about what? My marriage card, darling dear. Somebody's going to, I said someone is going into union because you're going to attract your true like. You have the caduceus here, darling dears. This image in the middle. This is the symbol of balance and harmony. What do you mean? As well as what? A lion's face with wings. This breeds into strength of a union, right? Spiritual connected union, right? But you need to what? Look back at what you've been through. It wants you to remember it. But here, you see yourself blinded by the knowledge of what went on in your past. But over here, you see the blindfold has been raised, darling dear. Spirit wants you to lean into that pain. Become the what? Spiritual warrior in your life today. This is what? A safe divine feminine kind of a mission. If you should take it. Are you guys following now? Because you see, you have to understand the storytelling in tarot. It's all well and good, you memorizing the meanings, but every card in a different position has a different meaning. And in order to get the flow of a story, right, you have to open up yourself, your intuition. Every time I come to do a reading, it's just not me. When I say I'm calling in the energies of guidance and protection, because your energies are coming towards me because you are focused on me. Do you understand? I have to protect myself, darling dears, as well as protect you. It's a big task. One that I'm fit for, because I ain't getting smoke blood. I'm telling you. Let go of those energies, darling dear, because you know what? Somebody is spying. Because my Pentacale is my spy card. They're seeing you what? Being adored or admired by others. This could also be what? You're standing in the community. This could be in the, because Pentacales is something tangible. This could be a new job, a new promotion. It could also be your health routine. You're looking good, right? Being admired by others. and they are feeling stabbed by that, right? This causing them to what? Be mentally in their head. And again, I say, when people direct negative thought, it does hit home. This is why you have to protect yourself at all times. Take the blindfold off, Divine Feminine. Realize the energy. Realize what you need to what? Circumvent. And it's not tiptoe around. While you're circumventing, you have to what? Pick it up and examine it, darling dear, in order to put it down once and for all. Use the energy that the what? Ancient planet Jupiter, being in Pisces today, is offering you a chance for expansion. Just saw 5555. And what's that? That goodness, this change is here. It's here, darling dear. We're amongst it, right? I don't know how more to what? Alert you of what's going on. 169 in the chat room, darling dears. Please, thumbs it up one more time. Get me into the algorithm. My duty as Hioka High Priestess is to enlighten you, to inform you by any means necessary. Listen, not everybody's going to get my message. It's not for everybody. It's for those that have endured and did the DNS like a boss and are not, I repeat, not a BAT. Love it. So you need to listen, examine what you need to examine, darling dear. Because Spirit is also trying to remind you that if you're going to focus, right, all of this new energy, this spiritual guidance, right, on the skullduggeress and what happened, you're going to attract exactly what you want. And you'll be back in the same position again. We've got no time for the hamster wheel. I told you, we are creating generational wealth, darling dear. Building on our skills, learning new things every day. Getting online, I told you, $2.3 trillion. Dollars on the tableau for creative energies. Get them out there. Motivating energies. Could be anything. You could be a baker. Get patty cake up in that bitch. Get your camera on a stand and get going. Obviously today, Divine Feminine, this is about you. This is about you realigning yourself, right? And realizing you don't hang with dummy bats. Reputation is everything, darling dears. If you hang with what? 4 dummy bats? Guess who's going to be the 5th dummy bat? Not Big Cat, I'll tell you that, right? I would rather, what? In the words of Medea, I'd rather be on my own with a puppy and goldfish rather than having someone creating all kinds of hell up in my home. Dummy bats big, you better be on the alert, mate. Because I told you, when the cat is coming upon you, nobody hears the cat coming. This is why they are forced to put bells on cats. Not this cat. Those bringers of the what? Blessing blockation. Today is the day to drop those anchors, that curse they try to put in your cranium and let you live on. You fight it, Divine Feminine. You face that shit. You face it. Go for the deepest cut to the white meat. The one that caused the worst pain that made you a beacon to bottom feeders. Hellacious crimes after hellacious crimes perpetrated against you. Time to drop the anchor, mate. We've got big things to co-create in the name of Father, God, Mother, Isis. And I told you, a major medical scandal is about to be afoot, darling dears. The 6 also speaks about cooperation. Possibly they want you to cooperate and believe it. Listen, I can't make this shit up. This is why I like you to see the cards, the runes, everything, so you can see what I see. Never forget how intelligent you are, darling dear. You made it out of 400,000 sperms to this Malkuth. You came in winning. Use your intellect and your communications, darling dear. And if that pain that comes out today makes you feel like fighting, listen, I'm all for it. I've got one cushion that I had to put the cushion in the bin at night time so the children didn't see it. I beat the shit out of that cushion. Every night, the lights in my room would click on, then my dark shadow would come over the cushion with the bat. Yes. You've got to get it out. Physical energy, mate. How you people that scratch you and cut you to the white meat have no right to give you what? The game plan of how you heal. You heal how you heal. But I'm telling you, don't take too long with it. I told you, Jupiter is giving you an out today. Face that deepest pain. You are more than a conqueror, divine feminine. And we've got a what? Quote. What's that chick's name? I've forgotten her name. It's fallen out of my mind. You have to remember, what's her words? She said she may be black, but you can fill in whatever it is. I may be such and such. You may even be poor at this moment in time. But dear God, you are still here, and they're still watching, these children of the corn, hoping that you're still stuck in pain that you can't get out of. Pain, right? But you've been gifted with the caduceus, darling dear, the equilibrium, the balance. You need to understand, if you stay in this pain, you will be attracted more and be on the hamster wheel. You won't be able to liberate yourself from it. No, this is active pain, living in active pain. The ones in the upright means it's going on now, right? If you continue to what? Look where he's looking. I told you, always look at the face of the cards. Look what you're looking. You're looking past what you can truly attract to your life, right? Happiness, health, right? Like-minded souls. You're looking past all of that, right? Past this energy to get out of this funk that's trying to blanket you down and keep you in summer stage, other earth. You need to look past that. Get to the deepest white and cut to your white meat, darling dear. Go in. We're going in today's. You've got the tools. Now go ahead and heal thyself. Do we need to pull another card? I'll ask one more question. What's going to happen once they look at that deepest cut? Look! I can't make it up. Freedom from the challenges. Being bound, darling dear. Freedom. The 5 is about what? Change through conflict. You've got to face it, darling dears. Actively face it. Freedom from challenging situations, or those that put you in challenging situations. They got you caught up. Freedom, darling dears. I can't make it up. What's this on the split? You're being divinely guided. Can you see any more? Right? Obvious pointers, arrows to what you need to do today. Moderation, darling dear. Ease. Allow spirit to heal you. What's behind that? Because the seeds you sow today, darling dears, is what you will reap tomorrow. Pay attention, darlings. Don't sow those seeds on a hoe that was it? A bottom feeding hoe. Leaning on what? A hoe with 1 pentacalic that's in debt. Don't focus on that. Unless it's the pain they cause, to examine it and release it. Don't be nobody's fool. Time for you to what? Carpe diem. Lean back into it, mate. Let your lace front float on the wind as you do up your what? Waist shaper. And get to it. Examine the pain in order to free yourself. Be a rebel, darling dear. Why not? Tried everything else, and sackcloth and ashes, right? And a pitchy-patchy hairline is not the go-to thing. It's not the one. We're not going out looking like Quasimodo's bestie. Know that you are blessed and highly favored, divine feminine. Based over the deck. What did I say? I can't make it up. You are about to be blessed, darling dear, in ways that is going to bring again. You see the balance of the cups. You see the balance of the scales, the Libra energy of it all, darling dears. Amongst the Capricorn energy, the stability, we're also being what? Being gifted by the protector and provider, Father, God, Mother, Isis. The gift you've been given today. Some never get it. They don't understand. But you do, big cat. That's why you're here. 166 strong. Love it. Please, thumbs it up one time, darling dears. Most appreciated. Yeah, you're going to get gifts. Hey! You know how Case loves a gift. Hey! Shiver me timbers. Get my full attention. I'm going to pop off. I'm going to give you one of my... I've Don't use this often, but I love this deck. Making magic spelled with a K. Sigils. These cards have sigils on them. And they are what? Slippery as a mother foe. An energy for the divine feminine to take with them today as they go into the darkness. Baby, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. Realize that what was done to you was not your fault. How long you tarried in that situation was not your fault. Everybody gets the tools, the key to their Chiron. Right? Listen, metaphors are plenty today. Right? When the time is right. Always use your Chiron, because not only can you use it to heal yourself, you can use those tools to heal others as well. Coming out of concealment, darling dear. Rise of the big cat, divine feminine. Only the one. Let it be all. Always protected and blessed, darling dears. Protected. Go into the DNS today. It's not necessarily going into the DNS, because nobody goes, we go forward, never backwards. But you need to lean into the pain of the deepest cut. You're protected. It's not going to overtake you. It's time for you to face it. Jupiter is pushing you to face it. Shine that light on it, darling dears. This is also a sigil. You can draw it, darling dear. Keep it with you until the grand conjunction and burn it. Your choice. I told you, case is a pointer, not a picker. You're protected. Base of the deck, darling dears. Safe, happy travel. I told you somebody's going to be traveling. Protection from harm. When journeying, all your coming in and going out, you are protected. Again, this is another sigil. You could draw them and put them over your front and back doors, darling dear. Put it in your vehicle, your chariot of righteousness. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to Teesprings, toddle over to Patreon, or simply come back here. If you require more in-depth personal read, where's my ears? Right? The devil is a liar. But he didn't go on the floor. Luck is on my side. Thank you, Jupiter. Ha ha! Anyhow. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. Lean into it, big cat. Drop that anchor. Right? Screenshot the blank rune, mate. If you feel it's too much, you remember what spirit is promising you. A wish granted. Be careful what you wish for, because you're going to get it. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat. Nothing like a good beeline to get the blood flowing. Put your back into it, big cat. Divine feminine. And go after everything. We are what? Leading with generational wealth. Fist bump. Namaste. Cat, cat.